That's a very interesting question. I think, we are saying Nitish and Lalu are the torch bearers of the mandal politics. But what I notice is that Bihar retains two completely bipolar opposite philosophies. One of them is feudalism, and the other one is socialism. So I think feudal socialists will remain. These mandal socialists might have gone, but the fact that socialism has taken root, please look at the EBCs and try to talk. They may be what is called in the local language Bhiru, which is afraid. But when you deal with them, socialism has taken root. So I would say that I find feudalism and socialism coexisting. I foresee that these will coexist in Bihar up to the next elections, which is not only 29, but getting on to the next assembly elections, etc. This, the Nitish and Lalu going away will maybe take the edge off this mandal politics a little bit. But caste is so entrenched that, allow me to say this, actually we could have done the exit polls with just looking at the coalition of the two NDA and the Mahagathbandhan, because castes, they took, when we talk about LJP, we are talking about the Paswan. When we talk about Hum, we are talking about the Musahars. When we talk about the, BJP itself might be bringing upper caste. So actually, and not to talk of JDU, Kurmi, Koiri, etc. What I'm seeing is caste is the one that will remain cast iron even in the next election and elections after that, but overlaid by feudalism, which will remain as a legacy of the past, as partition remains a legacy of the past for us in other parts of the country, and socialism, both.
Right, now I want you to gaze into the crystal ball a bit, because once Nitish Kumar, he is of course going to be the chief minister, quite clearly the BJP would not want to change anything in their alliance, because the JDU also supports the central government of Narendra Modi at the centre, and therefore there's no reason as to why the BJP would nudge Nitish Kumar to perhaps step aside. But if you were to look a bit into the future, what is the future of the JDU in the absence of Nitish Kumar, and does that give the opportunity that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been looking at to try and expand for itself a bigger place in the state of Bihar? Because Bihar, being an outlier, is the only Hindi-speaking state where the Bharatiya Janata Party has never managed to form a government on its own.
Yeah, and please see what is happening this time. Could the BJP have formed a government on its own? Not at all. So Bihar is actually a very, one should laud the voter of Bihar, because they are sticking to something else, but they are not succumbing to the dog whistles which we have become accustomed to. So therefore, I would say that Nitish Kumar is here. His health is okay. I think he'll be able to carry on. But remember that the BJP has not only Nitish Kumar, it has other leaders of the JDU in its bag, and it will nurture them. Why?
Right.
Because it doesn't want to be in the pocket of Chandrababu Naidu. If Nitish Kumar's JDU is not nurtured by the BJP, then what happens? Let's say, hypothetically, the JDU falls off the map of NDA. Then the only person left is Chandrababu Naidu as an ally. But don't forget that we have a central government, which the main party, BJP, has got 240 seats.
Right.
And much short of the majority. So therefore, there will always be a JDU, there will always be a Chandrababu Naidu's TDP.
Interesting. Now, I also want you to, predict as to what happens to the Jan Suraj party, because looking at the trends that are coming in, the Jan Suraj party has failed to get even a single seat. Prashant Kishor had always been saying that his party would either be on the arsh, that is the sky, or on the farsh, that is the floor. So what happens to Prashant Kishor, who was hailed about a decade ago as the Chanakya, the master strategist who had helped the BJP win in 2014, But where do you see the Chanakya going forward within the state elections in Bihar?
Put it this way, we've got a 130-year-old party, approximately, the Congress party. I don't know what the latest figures are. Perhaps they have not entered double digits yet. This is for a 130-year-old party. For a 3-year-old party to get, is it 4 to 5% of the vote share? I'm not sure about the seats either. I'm a little behind whatever the channels are saying. Even if it has got 4 to 5%, Jan Swaraj Party, 4 to 5% of the vote share, that's really quite a lot in a state like Bihar, which means that there is a seed that the Jan Swaraj Party can sow, and it can irrigate and water, see it grow, but slowly, because the Jan Swaraj Party is not aligning with the major controller of votes, which is caste. So if Jan Swaraj Party said it is with caste A, B, C, D, then I think one would be able to project even numbers. This 4 to 5% might grow to this. But Jan Swaraj Party is obstinately saying that we are not for caste, we are for changing Bihar, we are for changing its backwardness. Remember, we are talking about a state whose per capita income is 1/3, 30% of the per capita income of the country. So you've got a scenario where the per capita income per month might be, or household income might be 6,000 rupees.
Absolutely.
And overlaid on this, you get 10,000 rupees from a source. So think about the effect. From 400 old age pension, it's 1,100. So there are I would say money has played a part. Maybe this is welfareism, but talking just in pure economic terms, this is the reality. But let's put that away for a minute. Jan Swaraj Party is talking about things that appeal to the educated class, and or some of the educated. It doesn't appeal to the educated who are caste bound completely.
Right.
But there are obviously some floating people in the educated class, and this we hope under Nitish Kumar, education will be such that this number just grows, and with it could grow Jan Swaraj Party if it stays the course.
Indeed.
I don't know about that, because remember that Prashant Kishor had said in one of the television interviews that if JDU gets more than 25 seats, I will resign from politics. But I think that later on it was corrected. But what I'm saying is, if it stays the course, it takes money, it takes guts, it takes a huge amount of your own life for all the people who have joined it. And they've got some fine people. So I don't know.
Of course, and Jan Swaraj Party, it seemed to have ushered in this new political rhetoric, and of course the results will show if it was able to withstand the challenges that come with the regional and the caste-based, of course, dynamic within the state, and the numbers are very telling. They've painted a pretty straightforward picture. Thank you so much, Umesh Nalini, for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your valuable perspective with us.